Today we are going to start a new topic, that is poverty in India. Under the poverty in India, the topic is suggestion to remove poverty. How can we remove poverty? How can we uh, totally finish the poverty? Okay, means how the poverty from our country we can remove. So there are various reasons. So first of all we will discuss to the about that reasons from which we will remove the poverty. Okay, we can remove the poverty. Okay, first point is agricultural development. If the agriculture will be develop of our country, means agriculture, we can see agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy. Okay, the economic growth in the country can't be accelerated without agriculture development. Okay, a small and marginal farmer should be given financial assistance. There is a need of redistribution of land by adopting land reforms. There should be provisions of agriculture education and research. Means under the agriculture development, if the farmer will be developed, farmer will adopt the upgradation technology, then the development, if the development will come, then the if the development will come, then they will get the employment, and when they will get employment, they will improve to their what standard of living also. So it will help to accelerate the economic growth of the country, because the 50% population of the country is depend on the agriculture. Second one is reducing income inequalities. Reduction of income inequality is very important. Poverty gap between the rich and poor needs to be reduced, and the benefit of development should reach the poor. Okay, my dear students. So means the difference between the difference between poor and rich is too much in Indian. Only 2% people are holding 90% of wealth of the country. So we can say what means there is a very huge gap. So very huge in income inequalities in the country. So we try to reduce all these uh, inequalities. Okay, third reasons, check on price rise. Means check on price rise means if the continuous rise in price of the food grains, the poorer will not be capable to purchase to the food grains. Okay, my dear residents, if the you are saying if the price of the food grains is continuously rising, then a farmer or poorer can't be cannot purchase the foodable items for his food. Okay, so he will not capable to fulfill the all other needs of the of him. Okay, so we can say if the price will not be balanced of the food grains items, then it will be it will not improve the remove the it will not helpful to remove the poverty. Okay, my dear students, you can see here continuous rise in price, especially the food inflation, is adversely affecting the poor. Thus effective change on the rising price is very essential for poor poverty alleviations. In order to control prices, production of food grains and other essential commodities should be increased, and essential commodities should be distributed through fair price gap. Fourth one is generation of employment opportunities. Means if the for the removal of poverty, we create the employment opportunity for the people of India, for people of the country. If the people will get employment opportunity, they will start to income, they will start to earn, and if they will earn, they will improve their standard of living also. Next, controlling growth of population. Controlling growth of population of our country is too much. Okay, so we start to decrease growth rate of populations. We need to work on it. Problem of poverty is aggravated by growing population, especially among the poor people. Thus growth rate of population needs to be checked very for removing the problem of poverty by intensifying family planning campaign for adopting small family norms. Fourth, 6 point, special focus on backward regions. Some regions in India like Odisha, Nagaland, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar are extremely backward and poor. Government should offer special concession and facilities to these regions so as to encourage private investments. Next, development of infrastructure facilities. If the infrastructure facility will improve, it will be developed, then country will be developed, and the earning opportunities for employment that will be improved, and the poverty will remove. Next topic is measures undertaken by the government of to remove poverty. First one is promoting economic growth, second one is promote poverty alleviation program, and third one is provisions of minimum basic needs. Government focused for the removing poverty there are by three types. First one is promoting economic growth, means economic करके मतलब growth, economic growth through economic growth. Promoting economic growth of the country as a whole would automatically improve the economic condition of the people and reduce the incidence of poverty. With higher economic growth, employment opportunities and income would grow. The growing employment opportunities and income will slowly become available to all people over a period of time and help in the removal of poverty. Second one is poverty removal programs. To address the poor, our government thought that incomes and employment for the poor should be increased. The government decided to launch a direct attack on poverty by initiating employment generation programs. This strategy becomes oblivious in the fifth plan. Since then, a number of employment poverty removal programs have been initiated. These programs are of two kinds, one for the generation of self-employment and the other for the generation of wage employment. The major poverty removal programs which are being implemented are mentioned below. First one is self-employment program, PMRY, Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana. Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana was launched on October 2nd, 1993 to assist less educated and poor unemployment youth in setting up micro-level self-employment venture. Initially, the PMRY was implemented only its urban areas of the country. Since 1994-95, it is being implemented in both urban and rural areas. Means government is conducted various programs for removal poverty. Second one is REGP, Rural Employment Generation Program. Rural Employment Generation Program was launched in 1995. The aim of program is to create self-employment opportunities in rural areas and small towns. A target for creating 25 lakh new jobs was set for the program under the 10th 5-year plan. Third, Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarozgar Yojana, SJGSY, launched in 1999. Okay, objective self-employment and productive assets were provided through loans and assistance. It was implemented through self-help groups. Merger. Later, this program was merged in the National NRLM, which was launched in 2011. Next, Pradhan Mantri Gramoday Yojana. The scheme was launched in 2000. Under this scheme, additional central assistance is given to state for basic services, primary health, primary educational, rural shelter, rural drinking water and rural electrification, employment, self-employment and wage employment. Wage employment programs, scheme on food for work. Sampurna Gramin Swarozgar Yojana started around September 25 to 2001. The objective of the program was to provide employment and food to people living below poverty line. Means those people who are living under BPL. So the government has provided the various schemes. Government is providing financial assistance. Next, on November 14, 2004, a program called National Food for Work program was initiated in 150 most backward districts of the country. The objective of the program was to generate some supplementary employment for unskilled workers concentrated in drought affected states of Chhattisgarh, rural Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, etc. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Schemes. Next, launch मनरेगा जिसको कहते हैं, ठीक है ना. After the notification of the Mahatma Gandhi Narega on September 2005, Mahatma Gandhi Narega was launched on February 2, 2006. 2 फरवरी 2006 को ये लॉन्च हुआ था. Scheme merged the ongoing program of Sampurna Gramin Swarozgar Yojana and National Food for Work program were merged with it. Objective MG Narega aims at enhancing the livelihood security of people in rural area by guaranteeing 100 days of wage employment in a financial year to a rural household whose adult member volunteer to do unskilled manual work. Scope initially these program had been implemented in 200 districts of the country. Later it was expanded in the entire country with effect from 1st April 2008. Progress during 16-17 about 5.12 crore households were providing employment under this schemes. Next, provisions of minimum basic needs, जैसे जो उनको बेसिक नीड्स गवर्नमेंट प्रोवाइड करती है, एक इसके थ्रू भी वो गरीबी को दूर करने का प्रयास करती है गवर्नमेंट. द थर्ड अप्रोच टू रिमूव पॉवर्टी इज टू प्रोवाइड मिनिमम बेसिक amenities to the people. Programs under this approach are supposed to supplement for the consumption of the poor, create employment opportunities and bring about improvements in health and education. Three major programs that aim at improving the consumption status of the poor can explain below. First one is PDS, second one is midday meal. ये चीज़ें हम पढ़ चुके हैं पिछले उसमें. Under PDS, essential commodities like wheat, rice, edible oils are made available in the poor families. This system is in operation through a network of nearly 5.5 lakh fair price shops in the country. Midday meal schemes. The midday meal schemes was launched in 15th August 1995 for the children studying in government schools. It is another scheme which has a dual purpose. Poor parents and send their children to schools so that they get at least one nutrition meals a day. Thus children have more attendance and also get educated, thereby improving their employability and self-sustenance at a later date when they grow up. Integrated Child Development Schemes, ICDS. Under ICDS, which was introduced in 1975, mother and children are below 6 years of age are provided some help in the shape of food materials. Over the years, several employment generation programs have been launched. These programs greatly contribute to food security by increasing the income of the poor. Next, National Food Security Act 2013 was passed, which extends to the whole India. This act gives legal entitlement to 5 kg of rice, wheat of coarse cereals are per person 3 rupees, 2 rupees or 1 rupees per kg. Poor person is identified with the state. This provides legal right for food security to 75% of the rural population and 50% of the urban population. The challenge ahead, आगे क्या challenges हैं? Through poverty has declined in India from 45% in 1993 to 94 to 22% in 2011-12. But despite the progress, poverty reduction remains India's most difficult challenges. What are the challenges? Wide disparities in poverty are visible between rural areas and urban areas and among different states. Second one is certain social and economic groups are more vulnerable to poverty. And third, the bigger challenges before us are to provide healthcare, education and job security for all, access to safe drinking water and sanitation facilities and achieving gender equality. Therefore, there is a need to make more effective efforts for further progress in directions. So by this way, this chapter is going to be end, and the next chapter we will discuss in the tomorrow. Okay, so my dear student, if you have any problem you can ask in the comments. So for today, thank you very much.